Hi, Terry. How are you today?
I'm doing well, all right.
Okay, I've heard you've been having some recent health issues. Can you tell me about that?
Well, a couple weeks ago, I was diagnosed with asthma.
Oh, wow. How's that been working for you?
Um, I started noticing like the shortness of breath and everything about a month ago, and it's just gradually been getting worse. They gave me medications and stuff. They haven't really been helping that much.
The medications haven't helped?
Not really. I mean, they help for like a half hour, but then I'm back to the way I was.
Oh, wow. Okay. You say you've been out of breath. How has that been affecting you, like on a day-to-day basis?
I mean, I can barely walk up my steps at home without feeling like I can't breathe.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's just been kind of messing up my day-to-day routine.
Yeah, yeah. How's your family been, like, with everything?
I mean, I haven't really told them about the asthma.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have like a little niece, and I want to see her a lot, but it's been kind of hard.
It's been hard to see your niece?
Well, I mean, there's some issues with my brother with, as you know, I'm a smoker.
Oh.
And he doesn't necessarily like me being around her.
Oh.
So.
Do you mind if we talk about your smoking?
I mean, I don't know. I've gotten enough lectures from my brother and the rest of my family. I don't really need another.
Well, maybe we can just see the positive and negative effects that it's having, because it sounds like it's affecting your health and your personal life.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could talk about them. I'm not really, I haven't really thought about, like, quitting or anything, though, so.
Yeah. So how long would you say you've been smoking?
My first cigarette was whenever I was 14.
Okay.
And I'm 24 now, so I guess that's 10 years.
10 years. So how many packs of cigarettes would you say you smoke on average?
I'd say about 2 packs a day.
2 packs a day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how does your normal daily routine look?
Well, I wake up, I have a cigarette with breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
On my way to work, I have another cigarette. At work, about every break I have one. And then at home, it's like constant.
Which is always a cigarette. What effects has smoking had, like, in your family?
My family, well, my father a couple years ago passed away from lung cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Was he a smoker?
He was a heavy smoker, and I'm sure it related to his smoking, his lung cancer.
Yeah, that can really have a connection. Smoking can lead to problems in the lungs, such as lung cancer, so that's really sad to hear.
But, it's just kind of always been around me, smoking. My dad smoked from the time I was born, so, I was always exposed to it.
So you would say smoking is just pretty normal for you?
Right.
Okay, so just to see where you're coming from, what would you say are some pros about smoking? What good does it do for you?
It's a huge stress reliever. I feel good whenever I have a cigarette.
Yeah.
And if I'm stressed out about something, like, that's my go-to. And with the depression and everything, it was really, like, my coping mechanism through it.
Smoking helped you cope throughout your depression?
Right.
Okay. So what would you say the cons are?
Cons of smoking? Well, I mean, I told you about my niece.
Yeah, I understand how that could be hard.
Right, and it's like I can't really go like over an hour without smoking, so I go to see her, and it's like I can only spend like an hour there.
Your brother doesn't allow you to stay around her for long?
No, not if I'm smoking, no. And even if I smell like smoke, he doesn't like me being around there.
Yeah.
So
I can see how that could be hard.
Yeah.
And I see you're gonna get married too.
Right, yeah. I have a wonderful fiance.
How does he feel about your smoking?
Well, he definitely doesn't approve of it, but, he's not the type to really push me to stop anything, as we're moving in together soon, so that might cause some issues.
Yeah.
That he hasn't really been aggressive with trying to get me to quit
Yeah.
yet.
Okay.
I mean, I know he wants me to.
Yeah. That would be really good for him too. I could see how that could be hard in affecting your relationship. Do you
Right.
plan on having a family in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have kids.
Yeah.
You know?
And smoking can have really bad effects on a fetus and everything else.
Right, right. I know. I've, done the research and everything, and it's a lot
Yeah.
to handle. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a bit of advice for you. I would like you to consider taking a few steps to just slow down on the smoking, just for your health and family reasons. What do you think about that?
I really haven't really given much thought to quitting. I mean, quitting sounds crazy. But I mean, I've kind of, thinking about the pros and cons, it's kind of opened my eyes a little bit.
Yeah. I can see how that could happen. Yeah, since it's so normal for you. So would you consider nicotine gum or patches or?
I haven't really looked into them. I guess they could be expensive. Probably not as expensive as cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
But I could possibly look into those.
Yeah. Okay. So would you consider, let's say, 1 pack a day instead of 2? Would that be a good idea?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could definitely do that.
Okay. So, as far as motivation, what would you think would motivate you to quit?
Definitely my niece.
Yeah.
My fiance. And my health. I really don't want to go like my father did.
Yeah.
It was really hard on the whole family, and I don't want to put them through that.
So you do feel like your smoking has a connection to your recent asthma and everything being.
I mean, I understand it. I haven't really, I was just diagnosed like 2 weeks ago, so I haven't really given much thought into like how they connect and everything.
You said smoking helps with relieving stress. So I see that you've been doing well with your depression. So how did you help relieve stress in that time period? What did you learn from that?
Well, I went to group therapy, and it
Okay.
was amazing. The people around me just really helped. People going through the same thing I was going through really helped me to relieve the depression, and I learned a lot of positive coping techniques as well.
Okay, so do you think you would be able to apply those techniques to smoking?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. I mean, I guess I never really saw the correlation before, but yeah.
Yeah, what kind of techniques do you think you can?
So we learn positive imagery,
Okay.
and the daily record of dysfunctional thought.
Okay.
And those were probably the ones that helped me the most.
Okay. So those can really, you said you can correlate that to smoking now that you've outweighed the pros and cons. That sounds really good. And you seem really motivated.
Yeah, I mean, talking today, yeah,
It's helped.
made me think about it at least.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it for you to change? What'd
For
you
my
say?
family and for my health, I'd say like a 5
A 5?
right now.
Okay, why not a 3 or a 4?
You really opened my eyes with that, the coping techniques that I learned. There are better ways to cope with stress than cigarettes. And just, my motivation I have for my family.
Yeah. Okay. So what goals do you think you can set to start taking that step?
Well, like we said before, the nicotine gum.
Yeah,
And the
that's a really
patches.
good idea.
Yeah. I could probably even, go try one today. Go get a patch and
Wow.
see how it works.
That sounds great. I like how that sounds. Okay, so would you like to set a time frame for this, for your goals? And I can probably follow up with you?
How about in, a couple weeks from now?
A couple
we
weeks,
can talk,
yeah.
We can talk again.
That's fair.
And just see, I just really want to figure out what works for me to stop the cravings.
Yeah,
And to
that-
relieve the stress.
that really works. And I'm sure your fiance and the rest of your family will support you with this too.
Yeah, they definitely will.
So how about I set up a phone call in
Okay.
a couple weeks? What day works best for you?
Just Friday?
Friday?
Fridays after 4.
Fridays after 4. Okay, I will set up a phone call with my office.
All right.
It was so great talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.